Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice!
Over here. To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for...
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems that...
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to...
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
You scared Paimon half to death!
Father, you're here.
You know... On second thought, maybe we...
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect. I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior...
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away...
A phantom child? Who, just hearing the name is giving Paimon...
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for... Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend.
Of course, Father. It has long been a dream of mine to invite you. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny... Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today is the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying. We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happen to run into you, with this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every...
Okay, we'll come with! There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate!
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
Linny! You're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught...
It's the Traveler and Paimon!
No way! Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once.
Oh, it's all right! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous. Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that he can move a mountain with his bare hands. I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the... Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, Nick! Oh, wait! When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you! Come on! We insist! I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both. Huh? Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth!
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet... I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite...
Wait, when you said gift... But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and...
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, you don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really? Awesome! It's been so long since we've had guests to play with. If there's Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Bye! Lenny, about all that poison!
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the... When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was a bit... Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from Chaplo is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they... Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been... It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places.
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then.
Oh, this is the first we've heard.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed... After this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much...
I heard that.
Oh! Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back.
Guess this is goodbye.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here. You're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Linny's getting...
Looks like there's more trouble in store next.
Hey, just focus on the positives.
So, what do you think of the Well, Father is always encouraging us to be... Well, I should probably get...
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Fremine, what are you doing here?
Well...
Fremine! Nice to see you again!
Oh, you too. I heard you're here as guest.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup.
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine?
It's nothing.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if...
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us.
I thought I'd grab an extra portion, because I get hungry at night.
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some... Tell me what's going on.
Maybe it'll be better if we...
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened?
Just follow me.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Hello, my name's Linny.
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bell?
No, not at all. That's not a name we... She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine.
No, I haven't told anyone.
For how long?
About half a month now.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? 'Cause from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So
I've thought it through. And Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to... That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices.
So what you're saying is that...
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, if Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit, but she's been living with us, helping us from the I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Those two sure care a lot of... Well, they got a funny way... No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone...
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all this, later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all,
Linny,
the darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace...
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them. Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away. Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. Well, we're all friends here, right?
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests...
What are you getting at, Travis?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And I... just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn...
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing... That means finding out where...
I've tried that already.
And?
And... nothing. I tried taking her somewhere... She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about...
Let's see here. It's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to...
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved.
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
Whoa!
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister? And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother.
And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in. If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
That's right. But still, when she's presented with food,
Does she know that she has already
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few...
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of...
Huh? Isn't it that the knave brings you here and then you can't leave?
It's just that... your name...
The roster? Oh, the people in charge. They're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but in this house, some people are family and other people are just test subjects. Wait, does that mean the knave...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Maybe we should try...
What?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
To go outside where the sun can find... That's... it? Well, that sounds easy enough. The darkness in the house runs deeper.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with some... Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking... Fremine, you stay in Poisson.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we...
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick...
Ah, Paimon gets it.
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you... Of course, that's only as a last resort. If the worst-case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. You too. Okay. I really hope this goes well.
It's the knave and child. Hey, Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya. I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
What sort of unfinished...
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she'd already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask—
Oh, okay, so have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence,
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then—
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
the worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random and that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some—
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrader's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for— Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the home—
One I could do without, I'd say.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just... Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like...
Good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful.
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve it.
Wait, don't go!
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them—
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard. Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Wait, did you really...
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say.
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family. Based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch—
Hardly. I don't appreciate it. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a— Call yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then, why—
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to— The Primordial Sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well?
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser—
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay, okay. I get the picture. Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna kill over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with?
Oh? You want me to leave?
Oh,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze, if you don't mind. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper...
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
Oh? You decided to...
Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went. How did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a... Everything was fine at first. She followed me. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her... Well, we could always... Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went... How did it go with...
Good. I've got the list.
Really? Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade. Oh, yikes. That our rare guy has a huge...
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during...
Did he say it?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to his...
Wait, so that means the knave...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we... Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't... Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine...
Sorry. I managed to talk to quite a few people.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're...
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the House, people like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten... I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said so. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa! Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and it's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier?
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of... I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal. But it looks like things are more complicated than I thought.
We can only focus on one situation at a time.
You're right. Well, Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, Paimon was looking. Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you? She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler? Trust is ever Look! Look over there! Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees! Over there! Oh, where is she going? If someone sees her, we're toast! Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy! Shh. I opened the window while no one was Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this... Please, help us get on the same... Sure. Although, everyone in this family is nothing more than as long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. You're saying the knave did it? It's just... that doesn't seem like something she... I knew you wouldn't believe. Everyone thinks she's a good person. Mother? But she doesn't deserve that title. She's just... If only Perry were here, she'd understand. Perry? Also, Paimon's getting a It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Well, in any case, it seems like she looks so young. It's getting windy. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard Perry and I promised each other that once, but I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother. But we just fought. She doesn't want to see. What should I do? I'm on real... Well, let's head back.
All right, looks like we're all here.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Claire. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous. And he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but we're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals.
Secret experiment? Could that be...
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The details of the experiment are confidential, but I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor work together to do something horrible. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she...
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. All right, let's get to it.
Where are we going today?
Let's try somewhere for...
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, perhaps if you had less. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child.
Us? Distract you?
Looks like you could have. Don't worry. I'll be short.
The ocean breeze is sure not.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're...
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say. Oh, good idea. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if... Okay, then we...
Seeing as we still have some time before my meet, I'm glad to see you get along with my children.
You're not planning on...
I assume you're referring to Lenny Lynette, although, no matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray...
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives?
But don't you care about them at all? They really...
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Frem. As for Filion and Toy and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do.
But that's...
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of if Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of if their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held... Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to... It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. Well, time to go. Looks... It's been a while, I must say. I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of...
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with an... I see you've brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would... It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this...
I understand your request. However, at the...
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Nervalet. So allow me to use water as... A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that... Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean. But I would not see their existence rendered meaningless.
Did you?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanup.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine, and, unless absolutely necessary.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will...
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could...
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment.
All right, traveler Paimon. Time to go.
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily Yet in the few meetings I've had with that Harbinger, I haven't been able... It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being, or whether it's... I do not expect an explanation.
So, what exactly were you talking about? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of...
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more.
Lenny, Paimon really hopes everything... Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you?
Oh, shoot. Are you all right? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers. Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper.
Oh, you don't have to give us any...
Please, I want to. It's my fault, really.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here.
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate.
I'll take 3 papers.
Oh, thank you for your patronage. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory, though, right?
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious.
Wait, why are you being so...
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent.
Then what...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation.
Okay, sounds...
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care. It was before I became a harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on date.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking. You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy—
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to— Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age, who—
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for— Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather— Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold blood. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends. United by their knowledge, there may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window.
Oh no. What?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why? Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable— Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. If she couldn't escape and fight back— Precisely. Death was the only— It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner— From that moment on, Peruere— It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make— She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation.
Crucibina, you mean?
Correct. This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought the moment she acted. Any conception of what was right or wrong ceased. Peruere won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about— It was you all along.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego that, and that is where the story ends.
Yeah. Based on what you just told us,
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. You see, a certain power runs through my veins, of course. The chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing—
no wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about—
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable, but other times she would hide from me. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight, they failed, yes? But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gun, but isn't there— So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the—
Is this really what you want to do?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs: anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to wait. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave—
Here they are, Father.
Ah, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me. Lenny!
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you— Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh. Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first, I believe certain scores need settling.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean—
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret midnight meeting number 3. Participants, Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Claire. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on!
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case.
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about—
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it—
Filial, Nantoy, I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life.
Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father. We— accept.
Sheplo, According to the rules of the house,
All those who betray the house.
and so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, but the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look. I'm not saying I have all the answers, so please, Father, please reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please. Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination,
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a...
precisely. The rules of the house will... However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Bede.
Impossible. Father is way... Did you hear that, Traveler? Lynn and the others have to duel the knave. If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you...
Oh. Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this.
When guests are around, families are often on their...
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less.
The tides beckon.
And voila!
Closer now.
The birds call!
Is it my turn?
Make yourselves at home. A minute to think.
You alright? Now that's more like it.
Bow your
Is it my turn now? With these rising flames! Terrifying! Our bond is strong! With the fall of darkness, destruction shall be. Spare your energy. Running is
Be sanctified.
And voila!
Is it my turn now? Closer now.
Hang in there!
Let the mighty be. Settle down.
My blade is all that remains.
Windstrider.
This way!
Bow your head.
Out of my way!
Now's our chance.
Over here!
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
No! I'm sorry, Father!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon? I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me. I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests.
Brother, are you all right?
Lenny, given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like...
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping.
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your... If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about... In other words, administering this can... Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
So, you're just letting us go?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you.
Even so, I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Phil. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life...
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take... Goodbye, children.